he voted for the execution of the Louis XVI. His wife was actually a royalist and had divorced him because of that. But then the aristocracy regained control, and he briefly went into jail for a while, almost a year. Though he did a self-portrait in jail, and he did another number of other pieces of work. He wasn't totally cut off from his materials. But as Napoleon came to power, he created some more artwork. Again, actually, this painting was the intervention of the Sabines. It's actually considered an ode to a woman. His wife had intervened on his behalf to get him out of jail, and they eventually remarried. But the painting is a history painting. He would consider himself a history painter. He used a lot of Greek and Roman subject matter, and this one is from the age of Troy, where this woman, the Sabine woman, had been abducted and became the wife of this warrior. And then when her family and her father had regained their strength, they wanted to strike out against these interlopers. But the women knew that it was they who were going to suffer and their families. So on this painting, it's a big crowd scene. The woman is standing here, and she's trying to separate these two characters, one of which is her father over here. Being ancient warriors, they both are accurately portrayed in the nude in battle. The women are kind of dressed, and she's trying to keep them from going crazy on each other. And says, you know, there's enough warfare. Why do we need any more of this? This is another politically motivated painting. These things in the background are mostly actually spears. There's a lot of crying women and things like that going on. So he regained his position in society. Appointed chief painter to Napoleon, and the last painting I'm going to talk about is the coronation of Napoleon. He commissioned this painting. It's a massive painting. It's one of the largest paintings in the Louvre, with over 200 figures in it, and it was painted, of course, after the fact. The Pope had been summoned to the coronation, but at the time it is said that Napoleon decided that the Pope wasn't actually good enough to crown him emperor, so he took the crown away and he crowned himself. And so the painting actually depicts the newly self-crowned Emperor Napoleon crowning his wife, the Empress, Josephine. And what's interesting about it, art historically, is it's basically a history painter. As we say, it doesn't break a lot of new ground. It's neoclassicist, not a lot of that floral stuff that Rubens would do, or the Rococo especially. He did extensive anatomical studies. We have a good book over here that shows a before and after sketch of a large crowd scene of a political rally, and he had done nude figure studies for all the main characters in the thing. So he did the same thing for this 200-plus person painting. It took a couple of years. The main scene of action is Josephine kneeling over here, and the Emperor in his long robes over here, Napoleon. In the background is the Pope sitting down with his big hat, looking on, but not really helping. And then it's mostly a crowd scene with, you know, as we say, literally 200 people at this coronation, and some architectural stuff in the background. But one person that was added that wasn't actually there was the emperor's mother. That's something you can do with painting, something that wasn't exactly historically accurate, but it was his painting. He could do what he wanted. So, as we leave our painter of the day, Jacques-Louis David, the painter of Napoleon, we remind you that he's a painter of revolution, not so much a revolutionary painter. We're going to get into next time Manet and the revolution that happened with Impressionism and all that sort of thing. Picasso, revolutionary painter. Jacques-Louis David is a painter of revolution. Thank you very much.